Hello, Empower Her Oasis. And so I'm just back with you all on this Monday. And today is not even a quick message. Today is actually a challenge that I wanted to present to the Empower Her Oasis circle. And if you would like to join me on this challenge, I want you to subscribe. I want you to share this channel with somebody so they can join us as well. And I also want you to comment in the comment section, sis, I'm in, right? Just those three things. Like or subscribe to the channel, share the channel with somebody, and then also put in the comment, sis, I'm in. So what is the challenge? And so Thanksgiving is fast approaching. And it's during the month of November that we usually think about gratitude, or we think about being grateful, or we use those catchphrases, have an attitude of gratitude. Now, if I am honest, this shouldn't just be the month of November. This should be every month, every week, every day. Because in all honesty, we should be grateful, or shall I say, we have things to be grateful for 365 days a year, right? And so I wanted to do this challenge for the next 12 months, right? And so there's 3 parts to this challenge that I want to present to you all. So the first part of the challenge is I want you to create a journal, whether you do it in your phone. They have the electronic journal apps that you can download. So you can download a journal app in your phone. You can purchase a journal, or you can just plain write it on some notebook paper, however you choose to do it. And so in this journal, either once a week or once a day, the choice is yours. I just don't want it to be more than a week. But either daily or weekly, I want you to write down just one thing that you're grateful for. It don't have to be a whole list of things. And I'm telling you, it would basically take you 1 minute, 30 seconds to 1 minute just to write down one thing you're grateful for. That's the first part of the challenge. The second part of the challenge is, as we pray and meditate every day, during your prayer time, because, meditation, you're reflecting on things. And so as you pray, I want you to thank God for those things that you're grateful for. Thank God for those things you appreciate, right? Lord, thank you for health and strength. Lord, I'm grateful that I'm clothed in my right mind. Lord, I'm grateful that I have food to eat in a country where the government is shut down and people are not even able to purchase food. Lord, I'm grateful that I have lights. Lord, I'm grateful for health and strength. Lord, I'm grateful that all of my limbs have mobility. Whatever those things are, let God know that you're grateful. You remember the 10 lepers that he healed? And out of the 10 lepers he healed, only one was grateful. How do I know that? Because only one came back to tell him, right? And so we want to tell God, that's the second part of the challenge. We want to do a journal, and then we want to let God know those things that we're grateful for. And then the third challenge is, once a month, I want you to reach out to a person that's in your life that you're grateful for. And I want you to let them know how grateful you are for them being in your life and why you're grateful. A lot of times when people pass away, we want to give them their flowers at the funeral where they can't even hear it. But how about giving people their flowers while they're alive? There are some people that God has placed in your life. Let them know, I'm so glad God put you in my path, sis, because you've helped me with A, B, C, and D. Sis, if it wasn't for you, blah, 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 blah. And just let somebody know, I'm grateful that God placed you in my life. So that's the third part of the challenge. So again, if you in, put in the comments, sis, I'm in, and make sure you share this with somebody. The reason I came up with this challenge, it really wasn't because it was November. But as I prayed this morning, as I meditated this morning, and I thought about all of the prayer requests that comes across my phone, or all of the phone calls that I get, something else on my phone, I have news feeds that come. This person was ran over by this train. This couple was stabbed on the beach, and the list goes on. And as I read that stuff, I'm like, Lord, I'm so thankful, for life. Lord, I'm so thankful for health. And I just got in a mode of gratitude where I was in the bathroom and I had to stop getting ready. And I just started praising God right there in the bathroom sink right before I brushed my teeth. And so I'm like, man, what if this was my attitude every day. Because if I'm honest, it's not. Not that I'm not grateful. A lot of time I just don't think of it because I got 100 and other 2 things thinking of it. But one thing about having an attitude of gratitude, truly, and thinking on it, y'all, it has health benefits. Do you know when you are grateful or you have that mindset of gratitude that you sleep better? Do you know you have less stress and you deal with things different when you're grateful? Look it up. Research has proven this. When you're grateful, you are more empathetic toward other people. When you have an attitude of gratitude. Did you know that when you have an attitude of gratitude, your immune system is boosted just from having an attitude of gratitude? It's so many health benefits. If y'all don't believe me, just Google health benefits of being grateful. Just type those words in and you will see the list go on and on and on. Y'all, so much is happening in the world. I know, right? It is so chaotic. But even in the midst of all of this mess, even in the midst of all of this chaos, God is still moving behind the scenes. And he is still giving us so many reasons just to be grateful. So many things. Yeah, I can sit there and focus on what I don't have and what I want to do and all of that. But when we focus on what we do have, right? When we begin to focus on that, I'm telling you, it would change your whole mindset, right? It'll change your perspective. It'll even change how you move throughout the day. A lot of times we go through the day and we murmuring and we complaining. But when you have that attitude of gratitude, you ain't even trying to murmur and complain because you're so happy and elated about the things that's going good in your life. Y'all, I can go on and on with this, but I pray that somebody join me on this challenge that we're going to be doing from November 2025 to November of 2026 if the Lord blesses us to do the same. So y'all, that's all I have tonight. Be blessed. Leave a comment below. And happy Monday again.